Our first guest tonight is an astute and very funny man. You can see his show, Real Time with Bill Maher, Friday nights on HBO, and you can see him live this Saturday at the New York Comedy Festival and on Sunday at Foxwoods in Connecticut. Please welcome Bill Maher. It's especially great to have you here tonight. Thank you for coming.
And it's live.
And it's live. We're live.
You booked me on a live night. What a mistake.
That's right.
Oh, you're going to regret this one.
If anyone can handle it, it's you.
Bad idea.
What would you be doing if you weren't here tonight? Would you be sweating it out?
I'd be working on Friday's show.
Working on Friday's show.
Rewrite, which I'm going to do when I get home. That's right, because I owe it all to the people. That's what I do.
I've been watching you for the last...
It's all I care about. It's all I think about. And I'd be watching the election returns because that's kind of fun.
Yeah.
But the returns, we don't have this kind of system now where the returns come in on the night of.
Yeah, it's strange, right?
Well, I was reading about Brazil.
Yeah.
They, very similar. They had a guy, that Bolsonaro who was very similar to Trump, saying, it's rigged in whatever Brazilian, however that would sound in Portuguese.
Guillermo, how do you say it's rigged in Portuguese? He doesn't speak that, no.
No, I don't speak. I only speak Spanish.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah.
Sorry.
You look great, though.
Thank you, Jimmy. I'm gonna give it to you for Saturday.
I just want to lick that suit. I don't know why.
It is very lickable.
But the election was over in 3 hours. They had all the votes counted.
Why is that? Why can't we figure that out? We figure so many other things out.
I mean, I'm sure the people of Brazil are brilliant, wonderful people. They all have a great ass. I know that. But it's a little depressing get our ass kicked by Brazil. We can't figure out things that other people seem to be able to figure out.
And we don't have the patience, and we're also so crazy that we assume something is afoot if we don't get the results immediately.
We should make Election Day a national holiday.
I agree. Sure.
Like many other countries do.
Mm-hmm.
And then, because I think when the voting goes on for weeks and months, whatever it's going to do, even if it's days, it sows doubt into people because we don't trust each other anymore. We all hate each other. We're at each other's throats. We're in this cold civil war kind of now.
We are, yeah.
So that would be a sensible solution, but this is America. So why even go down that road?
Yeah, you seem very pessimistic. I was interested to hear you. You're talking to your viewers, and you said, make sure to vote. But if you're watching this, you're probably going to vote already. And everybody's minds are made up. And what's going to happen is happen. And we should say goodbye to democracy. And that's scary to hear anyone say that.
You see that as pessimistic?
Maybe it's just realistic. I don't know.
It is realistic, unfortunately, yeah. I mean, there's going to be, I think, almost 300 election deniers on the ballot, people who don't believe in, Trump has not conceded the last election.
I know, it's crazy. He'll get to it. He's very busy.
So, the people who don't believe in elections are now going to be elected.
Isn't it crazy? I mean, if we did this in football, if we just decided, the home team gets their own referees, and if we don't like the score at the end, or we just decided, our touchdowns are going to be worth 6 points and yours are going to be worth 2, the whole country would go crazy. They'd say, no, there have to be rules. That's it.
And there are people like, Josh Hawley from Missouri.
Oh, yeah.
Handsome kind of JFK with a dash of KKK. He says this, I'm just asking questions. That's his thing. Questions like, why does the guy with the most votes always have to win? Just questions that anyone would ask about an election.
Does it bother you when Fox News, I've noticed sometimes they will take something you said and they will excerpt that, and then they will say, look, even Bill Maher, liberal Bill Maher agrees with us and says this.
It doesn't bother me at all, but it amuses me because a lot of times I make fun of Fox News itself. Not just, not just the point of view they're espousing, but they themselves. They never show that. They never show the part of my show where I'm saying something that would go against their point of view. But look, honestly, that happens on the left too. We're all in our silos now. That's part of the problem. And one of the reasons why the Democrats are getting their ass kicked tonight is, quite frankly, and this is what this kind of stuff they show on Fox News, is because I'm willing to say where the left has gone crazy, and the left has gone crazy in a lot of places.
And yeah, and also they'll take things that are not that important and put them in the same basket as things that are very, very important.
But important to whom?
Well, important.
You know, like I always say, my two biggest issues are democracy now and the environment. But I don't have kids, you know? And, well, first of all, kids, I thought abortion was going to be the big issue.
Isn't it something that it turns out that it did not necessarily motivate everyone to get out and vote?
It doesn't surprise me. I think I know why.
Why?
People hate kids. I've been way ahead on this issue. I mean, they're obnoxious, they're feral, they're raised wrong, they're brats, they're entitled, no one wants them around. And
Have you been peering in the windows at my house?
Exactly.
Bill Maher is here. He's got Real Time and his podcast, Club Random. Listen to that. We'll be right back. We are live on election night with Bill Maher, host of Real Time, host of the Club Random podcast. I had fun with you on the Club Random podcast.
I love it. Isn't it great being high and doing what we do? Really. I mean, people are pessimistic, it is true, and I don't blame them, and I am too, about the future. But don't forget that sometimes things look like they're so bleak, and then they can turn around. I mean, I remember it was not that long ago. We talked about it on this show, when I was like so paranoid about traveling with pot that I would put it in a little piece of Kleenex and under my nuts to go through. And now I can smoke freely.
Do you ever miss the? You know? Do you ever miss the essence though when you take off your clothes at night, just kind of breathing that?
No, I don't miss any of that. I mean, I'm just saying, you know, gay marriage failed on the ballot 35 times in states. And then 3 years later, it was the law of the land. Things can turn around.
That's right.
They really can.
Abortion. For so many years, abortion was legal, and then it became legal, and now it's not legal again. So, yeah, sometimes things go back the other way, too.
It's back to kids.
You're familiar with the MyPillow man, Mike Lindell?
Well, I know who he is, and of course, I've done crack.
Well, that's good that you have something in common with him because tonight, actually, not long ago, he went on he's got some, he calls it a TV channel, but it's really just him on a webcam. And he has this message for you.
I'm going to put a shout out here in prime time here. I know Kid Rock was on his show. He said he would have me on his show. Bill Maher, I'm putting out in front of the whole world here. I would love to come on your show. You said you wanted me on your show. I would love to come on to your show and talk about whatever you want about these elections, any conspiracy theories or anything you want.
What do you think?
Dream on, nutcase. First of all, Kid Rock was on the podcast.
Yes?
Kid Rock would not be on my show. My real show, my real job, my real life is Real Time with Bill Maher.
He won't go on it.
Fridays on HBO.
Why won't he go on your show?
What? Who?
Kid Rock.
Kid Rock. Well, I guess we could have Kid Rock on. I don't know. That's one reason I started the podcast, is because, you know, it's just a place for people who are, let's just say, not political.
Yeah, right.
Even though Kid Rock thinks of himself as very political. And I mean, look, I'll talk to anybody. I like Kid Rock a lot, and we have nothing in common politically. But, that, you know, that's the answer to America's problems. We have to talk to people we don't agree with.
But you just told MyPillow Mike Lindell that he can't come on the show.
He can't come on Real Time because he's a moron. He can come on the podcast.
Oh, great.
And what he's referring to is Kid Rock came and he brought a life-size cardboard cutout of Mike Lindell as a gift. I don't know.
Was he in the HOV lane or something?
I don't know that he
Driving with
carries
Mike?
this around with. I don't know. But yes, I mean, look. You have to talk to everybody. I've said it a million times. You can hate Trump. You can't hate everybody who likes him. It's half the country.
You have Kellyanne Conway on your show fairly
Yes.
regularly. Her husband George is here tonight.
Yes.
And she is she's a smart person. Would you
Very
agree
smart.
with that? Yeah.
Yes, in the service of evil often, but
Yeah.
but smart. No, I mean, no. I introduced Kellyanne to the public. I mean, she was on Politically Incorrect way back when. I mean,
Yeah,
I think
thanks
that's
for
where-
that.
I think that's where a lot of people got to know her, and
In a lot of ways, she seems to be, and I agree with you as far as the evil thing goes, but she seems to be the only competent person who ever kind of came out of
very
that world.
competent. He should have made her the campaign manager and a few other things, but I don't know. But look, I think conservatives, if there's any watching this show, I think they're put off by the idea. I mean, part of the way we're talking tonight, like, oh, liberals, they talk like this country would be perfect if only the stupid people would stop acting so stupid while they're doing stupid things. I mean, I walked into your show tonight, and everyone's wearing masks, and I was like, seriously? Could you take the mask off?
That's
Really?
just left over from Halloween.
Okay.
That's
No. And your assistant said, you don't have to.
yeah.
Right, because germs don't attack celebrities. I mean,
No,
yeah,
the reason we wear masks, you want to know the real reason? Is because it's part of our union contract that they negotiated.
okay.
Yeah.
But why don't I have to? What? She said, I don't have to, but the staff does?
No, I changed my mind. You have to. Yeah. Well, no, we're going to give you the sticker suit. The sticker suit, no one has ever gotten COVID in a sticker suit. We know that for a fact, right, Guillermo?
Yes, Jimmy, yes.
And it's lickable.
Bill, I cannot thank you enough for being
Always
here.
a pleasure.
I appreciate it greatly. Real
Yeah.
Time with Bill Maher, Friday nights on HBO. Club Random is a podcast, and you can go see Bill live at the Hulu Theater at the New York Comedy Festival on Saturday and Sunday at Foxwoods in Connecticut. Bill Maher, everybody. We'll be back with George Conway.